Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my weekly, semi-weekly vlog. My name is Lauren for those who are new, and for those who are returning, welcome back. Today is going to be kind of an update for you guys. I had a lot happening last week that I'm back, so let's get into it. Before I get started, just a friendly reminder to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I guess leave a comment if you want to leave a comment. Today we are basically talking about kind of what's been going on with me. I've had a lot kind of emotionally happening to me, like work-wise, and then I got my official dress fitting done last Friday. So that was super exciting. I have the dress that I'm not going to reveal to you guys, but I do have my dress behind me because I just wanted to show you guys just how big this dress is. It's freaking large. I mean, look at it. It doesn't even fit the screen. And it goes on forever and ever. So basically, there's just I don't know, it was such an overwhelming but like an amazing experience overall. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the best part of my week. I went to my only first and ever bridal fitting. It was definitely an overwhelming experience. Like, I was getting huge amounts of anxiety, and I think it was mostly because of the fact that, like, obviously I've never done this before. I didn't really know what to expect. It was definitely kind of nerve-wracking feeling like everyone's eyes on me when I'd come out, and like 6 dresses to try on. So it did feel like kind of overwhelming, like kind of standing on the podium and just like, or on the step, and just like wearing these dresses and flaunting these dresses and styles, and then like staring at myself in the mirror, even though I've already stared at myself in the mirror while I was getting fitted in the dressing room. So it was definitely a little nerve-wracking, but I must say that it was the best experience of my life. You know, I've always dreamed that I would have like all of my girls with me, so like my mom and, you know, any of my sister-in-laws if I were to have any, and I do now. You know, my fiance's mom, which she was there, my grandma, which unfortunately she wasn't, but we did FaceTime. I always wanted like my cousins to be there. I wanted it to be like a big ordeal growing up. So to have the group that I did have, it was so nice, and they were all so supportive, and I loved that they were all really taking like everything that I said and internalizing it, and then would ask me like, okay, is this kind of the same as the last dress, because you said the last dress was this way, or you said the last dress was that way, so are you feeling the same way with it? So it, like, the attention to detail that they were having, it just made me appreciate the experience just so much more. And my cousin, Annie, was actually the one helping me out with this whole thing, and she's super knowledgeable. And before I forget, the studio is called Bridal Elegance Studio. I'll have their handle in the description below, but I highly recommend checking them out. If it's for you or for a friend or a future sister-in-law or your sister, definitely check out their boutique. They have an amazing like array of styles, and I guess in their stock, and on Pinterest. And that's kind of where I got a lot of the inspired dresses that I was gonna try on at the boutique from. So I think I picked like 6 or 7 and like images, and then Annie gave us 6 dresses to try, or gave me 6 dresses to try on. So I was kind of wanting to do something simple with the dresses. I am I think, as you guys might have watched all my videos and can kind of tell with my aesthetic, that I like the clean aesthetic. It's simple, it's very much me. There's like really no patterns or designs, and if there are like, not ruffles or anything like that, but kind of like ways that the straps are done, if it's like done elegantly, you know, I kind of like that stuff. So the first dress that I tried on was based off of one of my searches, and it is called, I think, a cow neck. So essentially it's kind of just like a straight across kind of neckline. It has a spaghetti strap, which was one of my requests, and it basically had the cow neck, I think, design essentially has it where it kind of looks like it's, I want to say like it kind of looks like waves. Like it's like sitting on the bust area, but it's kind of wavy because it's like ripples of water. I don't know how to explain it, and I'm not like a seamstress or like knowledgeable about that kind of stuff, but I always thought that that was super elegant and I really wanted to try it. And when I tried it on, I really did like it. I liked the spaghetti strap. And I have to reposition myself. I like the spaghetti strap. I liked the swoop kind of effect that the top of the dress had. It was actually simple and elegant as well, which was one of my requests, obviously. And it was more hugging and like form fitted, which was something that I asked for because I felt like I felt like that was something that looked better on me than something that was maybe a little looser. The only tiffs that I had about the dress was that I felt like the spaghetti strap was maybe not long enough. It essentially stops, because I have my phone with the image of me wearing the dress. It essentially stopped like right here, so then that way the swoop line kind of came about here, which I was wearing my emerald necklace, which I'm going to be wearing on the day as well, but it gave the necklace like enough space, you know, to be seen. It wasn't like hiding behind the dress. I just kind of felt like it should have been like, I guess, a little longer. Like the strap could have went like down to here instead and then swooped across, because it stopped like about, yeah, like about here. I also I know I shouldn't care about this part of my body because like I think sometimes it's stress and hormone related, and maybe me drinking too much beer, but basically my little pouch was showing on my stomach and I didn't really appreciate seeing that because I don't know what I thought was gonna happen with that part, but I just thought it was gonna look a little bit different, and so I could see it and it was noticeable, and so I was kind of like turned off by it, I guess, but I didn't want to like explain that to my family sitting there watching me try these dresses on that are all pretty much like form-fitted essentially. But this dress, it felt very elegant, it felt very nice. It did have a slit on the side, which I really did appreciate, but I didn't feel tall enough in the dress. And I know that they, you know, obviously they'll hem it to your height and everything, especially when you're wearing like whatever kind of shoes you choose to wear. But I just, in general, I'm a petite person. I'm 5'4", so it was really kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of small too much for me, or a little too small for me. So that was like one of the maybes that I had. So another dress that I had, so there's 6 of these. So another dress that I did have, it was a little thicker on the straps, and it was meant to have kind of like the effect where the strap would go right here, or it would kind of go above the shoulder this way. And the neckline actually swooped down a little further. And I liked that actually. And the bodice part, like where our torsos are, our abdomen are right here, it was like kind of corset fitted. So it actually felt kind of comfortable wearing it. It was a little heavy, I will say, because I think it was a crepe fabric, which I was told when I was trying on these dresses that crepe fabric can be a little heavier than like, let's say, silk or chiffon or something like that. This, you can definitely see my little pouch. I didn't like that I could see it like that, and the fact that like the corset was like its own entity, and then it was the pouch, and then it was the rest of the dress. I just didn't feel that that was flattering enough. And I know I can buy those like bodice kind of jumpsuit thingies that like some women wear under their dresses to kind of like slim down their stomach, but I didn't want to do that. Like I have a gym membership, and so my goal is to kind of get rid of it by then, hopefully, like fingers crossed. So I tried that on, and again, it didn't really give me that it did give me that wow factor, and I know it did definitely give the crowd a wow factor too, but there were just too many kind of things going on, and like the fact that our venue has stairs, I didn't want to have to like lug myself up or down those stairs and then have to like you know, I don't even know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I had to scrunch the dress up, and it's already heavy as it is, and I'm in heels, and I have to crouch down to use the bathroom. It's just too much, you know what I mean? So this one was like definitely on my top like 3, because I wanted to have like 3 top choices out of the 6. So luckily we were able to retry some of the dresses on, but we'll get there. So the third dress that I tried on, it was actually really pretty. I actually very much liked this dress. The strap essentially came all across my chest, and it wraps around my arm. So the only issue I had with this dress is that if I tried to raise my arm this way, it would constrict me essentially. So, and I felt that when I was moving my arms around and I was like walking and holding the dress. I really liked actually the bodice in general of the dress. It didn't make me feel self-conscious about my pouch too much, and it wasn't actually that heavy now that I'm remembering it. I think it was just the arm was the most constricting part of that dress. So the 5th dress was actually this really pretty, elegant, kind of thicker strapped dress. It had more of an A-line type top area, and then there was sequins on each side of the dress. It was form-fitted, and the gown was long. There wasn't a slit on this one, but it definitely gave me like Galadriel vibes, because you see me standing like this where, and if you're not familiar with Lord of the Rings or the Rings of Power or anything like that, not an ad, but when Galadriel stands, she's an elf, so when she stands, she's like a fucking queen, guys. She's elegance itself. So her dress, essentially she's turning her body, but her dress like kind of more or less turns in a wave, and so it kind of actually looks pretty and elegant, and I felt that way with this dress. And so I had myself turn to kind of look, I guess, similarly, and I felt very queenly. But my only problem with this dress was the sequins, because I have very sensitive skin, and I'm sure everyone would also have kind of an issue with this. The sequins was literally like right on the side of my body, so if I was moving my arms, which, you know, obviously I'm going to be walking, taking pictures, you know, I'm going to be eating, so I could already tell just by like just minimal movement that my skin was going to get irritated from this dress, and I wasn't going to enjoy it as much as I felt like I could have, even though I really, really enjoyed this dress. And I liked the thick straps, and I liked pretty much how it fitted, and it wasn't even that heavy either when I was trying the dress on, but it was definitely in the no pile as well because of that. Okay, so on to my final dress. This one was definitely out of scope. It wasn't, I would say, simple, because to me the simple dresses that are just kind of like straight down, or they had kind of more like you know, like the swoop neck, or they had the A-line, or kind of had just like that form-fitting style. This one literally is like a princess dress, because the gown piece is essentially a tulle material with a slit, and then there's an actual like dress piece underneath the tulle that also has a slit as well on the side. What's really amazing about this dress, though, that I really enjoyed, there's a lot of things I enjoyed. One of them was the fact that the top is actually more corset fitted, so even hemming it isn't going to be that big of an issue, and then just hemming the gown piece itself is like super quick and super easy. So that was what I was told when I was trying on the dress. But there are these beautiful lace straps that you can actually tuck into the dress if you didn't want them. And then it comes with these really poofy, elegant tulle sleeves, and they're separate. So instead of it just being attached to the strap, you can interchange it. You can keep it on, take it off. You can have the strap on with, or the straps on with the long sleeve part, or just have it, you know, strapless with the long sleeves, or you don't have to have the long sleeves. It was just so versatile what you could do with this dress, and it wasn't heavy, and I literally felt like a princess about to run in the field to go to her prince because her dad said no, that she couldn't marry him. I'm going on a tangent. I'm telling you guys a story, like a fantasy story, but that's how it felt. I felt like I just like found this dress, and I wasn't trying to show that much excitement because I knew that the group kind of liked the earlier dresses. the ones that were more form-fitted and the ones that kind of had like either the swoop neck, the cowl neck, or I forgot to mention one of them kind of gave more like a Renaissance vibe, like one of the designs, I guess, on the neckline over here kind of gave that sort of vibe, almost like an Olympic goddess of some kind on a statue. But this, and I will say, I've always been like to myself like a princess. Like I've always thought of myself as kind of like a princess, and I've been babied like a princess, spoiled like one as well in my family. So I'm not gonna tell you guys which one it is. You guys could probably guess. You can leave comments down below. I'm gonna save the reveal for when I get my photos, or I guess if you're following me on Instagram and you see my Instagram stories, then you'll know. But I definitely am very excited to showcase this dress. I'm actually super excited for Jason to see it too, because I was the whole time nervous that I was picking a dress that he might not like. And something that Annie, my cousin, mentioned that she had been told from a bride who was going through, you know, the dress fitting process, was that essentially to pick the dress that you feel like he would love to see you in. And it was like really great advice, because you should know your partner well enough to know like you don't want to pick something like kind of out there, you know, if you know that's not really what he's maybe gonna appreciate seeing you in, but at the same time feeling comfortable enough to wear whatever you want to wear it, you know, too. I know that he's gonna like whatever I've picked, because he even wanted to go to the dress fitting, which I've heard some fiancés do go to their partner's dress fittings. I don't know why. I kind of feel like it ruins the surprise essentially, but you know, we all told him that he couldn't go, and we're all keeping it a secret, so I'm really happy that no one's like spilled the beans on the dress. But yeah, it kind of helped me kind of narrow that down. So that's it. It was a hopefully very quick, I don't know, vlog. I definitely had the best time catching up with you guys. If you guys want to watch any of my other vlogs that you haven't seen yet, definitely check out my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So like this video, subscribe to my channel, you know the whole spiel. I definitely am gonna try to, I guess like, I obviously I'm gonna try to keep up and do one next week, but maybe I'll talk about what exactly we're doing as far as like a theme, because I do have a lot of things coming in, so maybe I'll show you guys what it's gonna look like and what kind of like ideas I've gotten from Pinterest, and show you guys the like ideal design of the cake. Like I'm really actually been nervous about it, since I won't see the process of them making our wedding cake at Susie Cakes, but I'll show you guys ideally what I would have wanted it, or what I want it to look like. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and weekend. You guys have been fabulous. Thank you again so much for your support and watching until the very end. And again, if you guys think you know which dress it's gonna be, definitely just leave a comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on social media, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Bye, lovelies.